boys and girls, this is Ms. White from Johnson Elementary School. Today we're going to talk about place value, SOL 2.1. Our I can statement for this activity is, I can identify the place and value of a number with and without using models. So let's count these base 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I look at my chart, I see I have tens and ones. We counted 14 ones, so that's what it looks like. But I see that I could group 10 of those together, and then I would have one group of 10 and 4 ones. So there are different ways to represent a number. Remember, always try to find nice, friendly groups of 10. It will help us identify numbers faster and be easier in the long run. Now let's try another example. I see here that I have both tens and ones. First, let's count the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 groups of 10, so the value of the 4 groups of 10 would be 40. Now let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 17 ones. That's one way of looking at the number. But, as I told you before, let's try to find a nice, friendly group of 10 to make this a little bit easier to count. There's my group of 10. So I'm going to trade that for another 10. Now, I have 5 groups of 10 and 7 ones. So my number would be 57. Now, it's time to really work your brain. I'm going to let you do one on your own, and then we'll come back together and work through it. Great job. So how many tens did you count? I saw that there were 7 tens and 19 ones. Wow, that's a lot of ones to have. So let's try to make a nice group of 10. Now, what do you see? I see that we now have 8 groups of 10 and 9 ones. So I could read this number as 7 tens and 19 ones, or 8 tens and 9 ones. Both of them are the same, it's just different ways to represent the same number. Excellent, mathematicians. You guys are doing such a great job. Now, let's build upon what we already know and what we've already used and look at our next example. This time, I see that we have ones, tens, and hundreds. Wow, look at all those tens. What do you think we're going to do with them? You're absolutely right. Instead of making friendly tens, this time we're going to have to make a friendly group of 100. So 10 groups of 10 would be 100. Let's begin by counting our hundreds, tens, and ones. I notice that there are quite a few tens, but let's count first. I see that we have 2 hundreds. there are 14 groups of 10 and 6 ones. Man, that's a lot of 10s to count. So I noticed that we could group 10 of them together. If I group 10 of them together, that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's a nice group of 100, and I can trade it for my 100 block. So now, instead of 2 hundreds, 14 tens, and 6 ones, I have 3 hundreds, 4 tens, and 6 ones. Both are absolutely correct, but this is just a nice, easier way of seeing the number and writing the number. Now, let's try one on your own. You can pause the video now and try it on your own, or walk through it with me. I see that I have hundreds, tens, and ones, so I set up my place value chart. I see that there are 6 hundreds, 10 tens, and 3 ones. So my number could look like this. But once again, I see that I have a nice friendly 10 in the tens place. So if we group those together, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and that makes a nice, easy 100. Now I have 7 hundreds, 0 tens, and 3 ones. I have to put a 0 in the tens place to hold that place. I cannot just eliminate it. So don't forget your 0 in the tens place. My number is 703. Excellent work, boys and girls. So let's review. I can identify the place and value of a number with and without using models. I hope everyone enjoyed, and keep counting. Remember, we want to use our nice, friendly numbers.